It is the first ever mosque built in Cairo over 1,000 years ago. Al-Azhar University is actually the second oldest continuously operating university in the world. Scholars would come from all around the region to study not only Islamic theology and law, but also Arabic grammar, medicine, astronomy. From Egypt. I am here in the heart of Old Cairo, just outside Al-Azhar Mosque, which lies directly across the street from the famous Khan Khalili market. Now, if you are visiting Cairo, you will almost certainly be visiting this market, and upon entering the souk, your eyes will inevitably be drawn to this stunning mosque. But what is its history? It is not just a place of worship, but a living testament to over 1,000 years of Islamic history, scholarship, and culture. Now, this video is all about Al-Azhar Mosque, but before we get into the history, I just want to say that I did go inside and try to film, and unfortunately, it is forbidden to film inside the mosque. So I filmed a few short scenes before being told it is not allowed. So this video is going to be a mix of the few short scenes that I filmed inside the mosque, perhaps some photos, but mostly it's just going to be me here out on the streets, walking around the mosque and give you some history, perhaps some voiceovers. We'll see. But yeah, without further ado, let's go, or as they say in Arabic, yalla bina. Al-Azhar Mosque was founded by the Fatimid Caliph Al-Muwazz-Ladin Allah in the year 970. At that time, the Fatimids had just taken control of Egypt the year before in 969, and immediately upon founding their new city, Qahera or Cairo, they began building this mosque. So it is the first ever mosque built in Cairo over 1,000 years ago.
Over the centuries, Al-Azhar grew from a modest mosque into the sprawling complex which we see today. It is one of the largest and most important mosques in the Islamic world and can hold around 20,000 to 25,000 worshippers. The mosque has 4 minarets, and each minaret was built in a different era, telling the story of Cairo itself. Fatimid, Mamluk, and Ottoman influences are all blended into this architectural masterpiece.
Now, the name Al-Azhar roughly translates to the most radiant and is thought to derive from Al-Zahra, meaning the shining one, which was a title given to Fatima, the daughter of Prophet Muhammad. By the year 988, so just a little over 100 years after the founding of the mosque, Al-Azhar had become a center of learning. So it was a university, not just a place of worship. And scholars from all over the region would come here to study not only Islamic theology and law, but medicine, astronomy, philosophy. So it was a huge hub for students from all over the world. So guys, I'm back out here in front of the mosque. I'm going to be continuing to explain the history, but I am going to jump to a voiceover because it is very distracting to be walking around on the streets. A lot of people are saying hello to me, which is nice, but it's hard to remember what I am trying to say. So I'm going to walk through the streets and film with a voiceover for the rest of what I want to relay. But I will come back in near the end of the video with a bit of a vlog. So let's jump into that.
Al-Azhar University is the second oldest continuously operating university in the world, and to this day, it remains a beacon of knowledge, attracting students from across the globe. Today, it is the chief center of Arabic literature and Islamic learning in the world, with an estimated 270,000 local and international students enrolled in 2025. In addition to the university itself, Al-Azhar oversees the national network of schools with approximately 2 million students, and thousands of teaching institutes in Egypt are affiliated with the university. It has also inspired countless other Islamic institutions around the world. Aside from this over 1,000-year-old university, Al-Azhar is home to an ancient library dating back 1,053 years. Over the centuries, it became one of the most important repositories of Islamic knowledge, with its collection expanding through donations, acquisitions, and copying of manuscripts. It is considered one of the oldest and most significant libraries in the Islamic world, and holds tens of thousands of manuscripts, some rare and dating back over 1,000 years, along with many printed books.
حاجة جميلة.
حاجة جميلة؟ وين انت؟
أمريكي.
أمريكا؟
شكرا. شكرا جدا.
انت أكاديمي أم متصور؟
أنا أصور فيديو ماشي. شكرا. مع السلامة. صور الطريق. يلا كيوس. Hi, baby. Hi. Honey. Hi. You're so cute. I got some food for you. Oh, baby. Alright guys, so I'm now here at a local ahwa, just having an ahwa or a coffee. But yeah, that is the mosque. It is very stunning. Something I do want to say about it, it is free to enter, but make sure to dress appropriately, especially women, you know, have something to cover your hair like a scarf, something to cover your shoulders. Even men really should have their shoulders, arms covered. And actually, I've been in there before and I was wearing a skirt that came past my knees, but it wasn't long enough. And they provide things that you can wear that will go down to your ankles. But yeah, if you can, I would just dress appropriately with something that is very long, like what I am wearing now. I don't know if you can see, but it is very long. So yeah, more coverage, always the better when going, is always the best idea when going into a mosque. But I really wanted to do a better video filming, but because I couldn't film inside, it was difficult. So I hope that was at least informative of the mosque, a little bit of history. And something else I want to mention, not really about Al-Azhar Mosque, but Khana Khalili. I don't think I've ever mentioned this in my videos, but getting out of Khana Khalili if you want an Uber is very difficult to do. The last, I could say 5 or 10 times I've been down to the market where I'm not riding my motorcycle. I have waited like 30 or 40 minutes trying to get an Uber. So you can get a taxi quite easily, but an Uber is going to take forever. So I wouldn't really recommend it. You can try, but in fact, I actually don't even take Uber motorcycles out of the market. I have tried it, and then I just take a microbus and go to downtown and then take an Uber motorcycle or something like that from there, or the metro. So yeah, just a heads up, if you are going to the market with like on your own, good luck getting out of there with an Uber, especially at night. There's a lot of traffic, it's a busy road, so. But if you are going with a tour, then you don't need to worry about it. And speaking of tours, if you are interested in exploring Cairo or anywhere around Egypt with a tour, me and my husband do provide services. We arrange tours and itineraries and hook you up with amazing guides and drivers. So yeah, if you're looking to, you know, explore the mosque or many different places. I mean, Alexandria, Aswan, Luxor, really all over the country. We have a lot of tours. You can contact us on WhatsApp. The number for that is in the description of the video. But yeah, incredible. And another thing about the mosque, the floors are very cool in there, surprisingly. Like the sun was beating down on them, so I thought it would be very hot. You're barefoot, you have to remove your shoes when you go in. But they were very cool, and I guess that's partially because of the material. They're made out of stone and marble, and it really intakes or soaks up the heat gradually and then lets it off gradually. So that was a nice surprise. I expected my feet to be burning, but they were not. So anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a big like if you did, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Ma salama.